So after women's singles, we turn to men's singles, and the number 3 seed Peter Gade from Denmark up against the number 13 seed Simon Santoso from Indonesia. So there is the man that has won 4 medals at World Championships, but the gold has eluded him. Silver medal back in 2001 and 3 bronze medals as well, including last year where he lost in a semi-final to the eventual champion Chen Jin of China. Unbelievably, this is his 11th appearance at World Championships. His first, you have to go back 16 years, 1995. He lost in the first round to Jens Olsen from Sweden. So 34 years of age, Peter Gade, world ranking of 3. And you look at his win-loss record for the year, 24-8. That's very, very healthy indeed. 3 finals he's reached already this year. The Super Series final, the India Super Series event, and also the Indonesian Super Series as well. In all 3 finals that he's reached, he's lost out to the world number 1, Lee Chong-wei. Just 6 tournaments so far this year. And in case you think I've gone completely mad, of course, team events count in world rankings. So that's why he's got the extra losses there. But he really is a remarkable athlete. He's the reigning European champion, 5 times European champion. Achieved everything there is to achieve in sport, apart from this elusive World Championship gold or Olympic gold. Whether that's possible at the age of 34, well, remains to be seen. But if ever there was a player that will give it everything, it's Peter Gade. So to Simon Santoso, turned 26 at the end of July. The man from Indonesia. Well, he's down 3 places in the world ranking, down from 16 to 19. World ranking run again today. So that is his new ranking as of today's date. Gold medal at the SEA Games a couple of years ago. Just 4 career titles for this man, but he is one of the danger men, I can assure you of that. But thinking back to last year, and Simon Santoso was the number 8 seed at the World Championships. He won his first round match, and in the second round he had to withdraw because of a back injury, and in fact that back injury kept him out for the rest of the year. He didn't play again after those World Championships in Paris for the rest of 2010. But Morten, watching him this year, well, we've had 3 semi-finals from him already this year, but is he back to full fitness, do you think, Simon Santoso?
In my opinion, not. But I think he's doing a very, very healthy recovery. He's been unlucky. Not only last year he was injured, he's been injured over the last 3 or 4 years quite a lot. So he's very injury prone. But I think it's the best I've seen him in a long time, and hopefully he can keep it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Peter Hoeg Gade, Denmark. And on my left, Simon Santoso, Indonesia. Peter Gade to serve, level, play.
So the number 3 seed, Peter Gade of Denmark, in his 11th World Championships.
1 love.
Up against Simon Santoso, and this is the 12th meeting between these 2 players. Of the previous 11, Peter Gade has won 8 of them. And that's a healthy statistic, especially when you consider that he's won 6 of the last 7 meetings. This is the 3rd time that they're playing against each other this year. And prior to that, this encounter, 1-1 this year. So it emphasises the point that Simon Santoso is a real threat.
2-1.
Nice.
Good angle.
Even in these early stages, Morten, you can see the difference in the styles between these two men. The Indonesian, very laid-back style, very relaxed manner about him on court. As Peter Gade, whilst he's a great mover, you can see he's a lot more busy on court.
He is. It will be interesting, though, to see whether this is going to be the pattern for the whole match, because I could suspect that Simon is sort of, wrong to say, warming up, but he just have to get into it, and he, as you say, can be a very dangerous player for Peter.
Yes, when he last beat him in the quarterfinal of the Korean Super Series event at the beginning of the year, first ever Premier Super Series event, it was 2 straight games, 21-17, 21-17. Peter Gade got his revenge in the Sudirman Cup in Qingdao. Very similar scoreline, but obviously in favour of the Dane.
Five-two.
Nicely done.
6-2.
That's obviously, that is Peter's trademark, is at the front of the court. He is so good when he's getting in there, and as we've said so many times prior to today, is that the way and how early he's reaching the shot. This is really a fantastic study. He's doing it all according to the textbook. I think Peter have to be careful is not getting too much the same the whole time. As you can see, every single shot is coming downwards except that one, but he likes to play them down the whole time, and it can become a little bit too much, I would say.
Too predictable?
Too predictable, too I don't know all the words. I do know them in Danish.
Energy sapping, that he's the one that's taking the initiative all the time? Or?
Exactly, they can sap his energy, but again, it's too simple to predict.
Yeah.
So he's got to use the baseline some more, not only when he's lifting away from the net, but also when he's having opportunities like that, he's got to make use of the full court. That's it, much better.
Just wide. Perhaps you can enlighten us, Morten. Now, I mean, I heard several years ago that Peter Gade, by his own very high standards, was going through a bit of a rough patch, and I think it was Steen Peterson who was head coach at the time, and he was saying, come on, you've got to think about your tactics more instead of trying to play the all-out attack the whole time. And Peter Gade was sort of saying, but I believe this is the way badminton should be played, and it's part of the style that, you know, you have to win in this beautiful way. Is that right? That
is very right. There's obviously some of the discussions a lot of coaches have had with Peter over the years, and myself inclusive. And Peter is a very stylish player and a very stubborn player. He wants it his way and his way only, and I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I think most of the coaches are in agreement that it becomes too simple. Everything is coming down. And as I say, players who have good defensive skills will make him work really hard. And one of the players he hates to play is Lee Hyun-il from Korea, who's got excellent defensive skills, and Peter is really having trouble beating him. Chen Jin, another one.
Yeah. Lee Hyun-il, incidentally, has already played his third round match to Lin Dan.
Yeah. But in a good match, it was a good match.
Yeah, that's nice.
But as I say, it's a beautiful shot, very well executed. You can't put a finger on it. But the fact is that he actually has got to hit the line in order to make the winner. Imagine if it was just 10-15 centimeters further in on the court, it wouldn't have been a winner. So it's he's having really, you know, high standards for himself, and should he get a little bit tired, they might go out in the sideline. So he's got to be careful.
Had the most remarkable year last year, didn't he? Only 10 tournaments played, but at least a semi-final in every single one, including the All England and the World Championships. And, you know, well, he was only 33 last year, but you know, that is incredible.
That's really, really good.
And that's unusual from Simon Santoso, isn't it? Suddenly going for the attacking shot and not following forward.
Yeah, and really getting caught there. That is, that's not him. He would normally have played a clear or something like that and waited for another chance.
Oh, my dear. Well, the disguise on that second drop shot. Reverse slice.
9-5.
Just watch the racket head.
So well hit.
Straight points. Game interval with a 6-point advantage.
Det, der er allervigtigst, det er, at du spiller baglinjen meget, og gerne 2 gange træk fra sin her side. Fordi han, når han spiller dig på baglinjen, så tager han frem, og så vil han give dig de der løbeture på kryds, ikke? Og han slår ikke noget igennem dig. Det er så ham, der får turen at løbe på. Ikke?
Nå, så bliver det lidt tilbage, så egentlig droppe.
Ja, lige præcis. Så er der plads. Men det er det. I stedet for alle de der smasser, hvor han får fart og arbejde med, så ligger og kører clear op på ham, så varierer du dem selvfølgelig en gang imellem, ikke? Så det er godt, du er klar med igen.
It's just what we discussed. Lars is saying, remember to use the baseline. take him back on the court as well, because that will open up on the front court and all that. But if you keep playing everything down, if you keep playing it to the forecourt, then it will become too simple. Exactly what he said.
Good lift.
Yeah. Simon have to make up his mind what he wants to do. Does he want to make it a long rallying game, or does he want to really try to go for the attack and try to play even faster than Peter? I think he's got to make a choice, because at the moment he's standing right in the middle and really do not have a chance as he's playing now. He's got to have a strategy that pays off eventually.
Yeah. I noticed the coach that came on to court to talk to Simon Santoso, Wan Tak Min from
Malaysia.
From Malaysia.
Yes.
And Indonesia. Now, a couple of coaches from abroad. There he is, Malaysian. Also Lee Mao.
Yeah, China. Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He was hiding.
The angry man. He always looks so angry, but he's actually very nice. He just looks so angry. Very serious.
He was in Malaysia for a while, wasn't he?
He was, yes. He was the head coach of singles as well in Malaysia.
Same time as you were there, or?
Just after me.
Yeah. I do appreciate your point, Morten, that there is no clear strategy at the moment from Simon Santoso.
Yeah.
He's just reacting, isn't he?
He is. He's got to have a plan. If you want to play long rallies, it's fine. But then keep Peter on the court. Yeah. Or do what he's doing here. There's a tactic, okay, I will go for the attack as well. I'm not allowing Peter to dictate the pace. So he's got to choose between the two, I think.
His previous 10 World Championships, Peter Gade has been seeded in the top 4 6 times. He's kept such a high level for such a long period of time, emulating you.
9-13.
Completely deceived by that.
Yes. He's got to watch out. Had a good start, Peter. Now it's 9-13. He really has got to watch out. Simon is adding on the pressure here.
10-13.
Do you think, in a way, the early stages, Simon just was quite content just to retrieve and work the Dane, make the Peter do a lot of work from the back of the court? And
yeah, I think so, yes, but still, I think if he wanted to tire him out, then he could have played longer rallies with him. So that's why I said I don't found there was a strategy to it. But now it seems he's really going for his chances, and we saw this match as well. He's really adding on the pressure here now.
Yeah, 5 straight points, the reward for the pressure. Just 2 points, the deficit. Good return.
And that's where Peter's good. Coming in front of the court, finishing off.
14-11.
That's where he's good.
good judgment.
15-11.
Looked to me as if Simon Santoso was actually waiting for the cross-court smash. Seems slow to react to the straight one. Yeah, that's good awareness by the Dane.
Okay. 16-11.
There's been 3 good points for Peter.
Santoso, 12-16.
I have a feeling that the second game is going to be quite different to this first.
In what way? That, as in the result or in the style of play, do you think?
Tactics, style of play. I'm not saying the result is going to be any different, but I think really Simon has picked up his game. He's playing well, and obviously love off second sets. We're going to see something different.
13-16.
It's going to be a tough second set.
Yeah. Oof, that was only just long. What a good call by the line judge.
Wait.
I have to say, in general terms,
They've been excellent.
Wonderful line judges.
I don't think we've seen one wrong. I've seen one overruling by the umpire.
14,
we had one
16.
this morning that, of course, we had the privilege of seeing it again, and it was the wrong call by an absolute whisker. But 99% of the time, the line judge has been absolutely spot on.
Sometimes when you consider the pace as well, then
yeah,
it's good.
Well, Peter doesn't like the call. It's called good. And we were just singing the praises of the line judges. Yeah, and so we should. That was plumb on the line.
Yep.
Oh, 4 straight points. And now there's just 1 point in it. Oh, yes.
That's good, but that's where Santoso is good as well. Simon is really good going into these flat situations. Peter is good. And Santoso had the chance. He missed it, but it could turn out to be really important for this first set.
Push from Gade up.
Similar situation as the rally before, just this time it was Peter at the net and he managed to convert it.
word.
It's out.
Deflected by the net court. The smash there from Simon Santoso, just going wide of the singles line.
19-15.
Had it not hit the top of the tape, it would have landed in. Quite surprised that the umpire allowing both the players such time to tell down and have a drink. Just 2 points potentially away from the end of this first game. Is that an indication maybe that both players feeling the pace of that rally?
Definitely, definitely. They're playing a tactical game now, and the umpire allows it, and you know, it's obviously his decision, but I think it's slightly against the rules of the game, which it says continuously play.
I suppose if both men want to take the break, it's sort of acceptable, but the physical test of badminton is very much a part of the sport.
Exactly.
Oh, that's nice.
Service 16-19.
Not high enough or deep enough with the lift here. That one. Landed in, and Santoso knew it.
Yes.
Kicked the shuttle away.
Yeah, he was a bit angry at himself, but it was fantastic, good clear from Peter, and I think Peter is standing very solidly in his defence at the moment. Santoso is not getting any smashes down.
Well, that good play from Peter Gade means that he has 4 game points. Well saved though from Simon Santoso. Brave play.
17-20.
It's landed in. Hoping it was going to go out more than believing, I suspect.
That's a bit of a hoper.
2 game points saved. Another 2 remain in favour of the Dane.
There it comes.
Yeah. 3rd time lucky as far as the number 3 seed was concerned. Peter Gade closing it out on his 3rd game point.
First game won by Peter Gade, 21-18.
21-18 confirms the umpire. Puts that away. He was never going to make a mistake with that.
Det er stadig det der med lige at give ham en ekstra eller 2 på bagbanen, ikke? Fordi han, når han spiller dig tilbage, så søger han helt vildt frem for at få dem op og lave det der tryk eller lave holdnettet. Og han slår ikke noget ned på det, han slår en ned. Og så er ham, der får de lange løbeture, når det står frem. Han er opmærksom på den der, du ruller i ulige side, ikke? Dem kommer han højt på, så der skal vi bare lige have lidt variationer på. Den der, du laver på kryds ind i banen er pissegod, men også bare nogen over. Okay. Og så lige selv også få nogle lange server med her fra start.
Det er rimelig hurtigt bold.
Ja. Men du kan i hvert fald roligt gøre det i ulige side, ikke? Der er masser. Men det kan også bare være den høje. Altså, giv ham endelig lov at dumme sig på den først. Okay. Og så viser vi overskud hele tiden. Fordi jeg tror, du har ret i det, du siger, at han... Der er ingen tvivl om, det er det, han har fået at vide med hans.
Well, he always does look so laid back, Simon Santoso.
Very skillful player.
For 120 seconds.
Well, after
120
the
seconds.
defeat of former world Olympic champion Peter Hoeg Gade yesterday, the number 4 seed. Of course, Simon Santoso, the only Indonesian left in the draw. And Indonesia had such a record in men's singles at World Championships. Just testing out the new racket.
Okay.
Now, what was the advice from Lars Ulla?
A bit the same. Remember to use the
Second
baseline.
game.
He said as well as we're saying, Peter's really playing well in his defence. Simon has got 1 or 2 smashes down only, so that's fine. Again, maybe try to get a flick serve in now and again, so Simon can't attack the low serve. You know, just quite normal things of variations and so on. But good that he won it, and you know, keep it up, and obviously all about body language as well.
Yeah. Drifting wide.
To love.
Well, that's landed in.
3 love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
good smash.
very powerful.
Yeah.
And good placement too.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, good defence. Santoso from Gade. Hit the top of the tape and fell back the Danish side. Straight points for Simon Santoso. Not the start to the second game that Peter Gade would have wanted.
5 love.
But I think it was a little bit in the cards when we saw Simon sort of opening up in the middle of the first set, and then carrying on until the very end of the set as well. There was clear signs of changes and so on, and that's why I said I think second set is going to be very different. And here we see 6-love up.
It's wide. Well, I'm going to be interested the next couple of rallies, because the previous rally, Peter Gade didn't even move for that cross-court block, did he?
No.
Oh, Simon Santoso believing that the call was wrong. I have to say that we're in a very good position looking down that sideline, and instinctively I thought that was once again a correct call.
It was.
1-6.
It's a bit about the mental side of the game here. They're obviously testing one another.
That's brilliant. What a super smash.
Service over. 7-1.
Inch perfect. Just inside the line. Peter Gade taking quite a time in between rallies here.
I must admit, I have this sneaky feeling of the fact that rally they had, long rally they had at the end of the first set is still sort of in his legs. I think he's trying to recover.
That's nice. Well, that will certainly take his peace of mind, Peter Gade.
I think it's really good of Peter here punishing Simon on that one, because Simon has played it almost every single time, and this time he went in and intercepted it and finished it. I think that was good. Very well played by Peter.
Yeah, he's found the back line. That's good anticipation too from Santoso.
8-2.
Now, I mean, I'm keeping a very close eye on this, Morten, and from that rally where Peter Gade really didn't move for the block of the Gade smash, and I think there's real signs that you're absolutely right, he's fatigued. Heavy legs or tired. You and I both watched him in Singapore in the semi-final, where he got beaten by Lin Dan, the Olympic champion, in 3 games, an hour and 15 minutes, and I was commentating on that match, and
I was coaching it.
Yeah, and I said on the commentary, you know, it's just remarkable, a man of 34 years of age living with the pace, but I felt then he really, if he was going to beat Lin Dan, he needed to do it in two straight games. Yeah. And
4-9.
you know, I'm questioning in my own mind here. Does he need to win this in 2 straight, or, you know, it's a different sort of player, Simon Santoso.
It is. I think Peter, when we get to the interval, Peter has to look how he wants to use his energy. He's got to make a decision whether he wants to go for this second set and use the energy in trying to win it, or he should let the set go and then go all blazing again from the love or third set. I think he's got to make a decision on that. The worst scenario is obviously trying to go for the second set here, trying to catch up, close to catching up, spending a lot of energy and then still losing it.
Yeah. It's terribly difficult, though, as a player to make that judgment call, because I know, having watched you play for many years, what an incredible fighter you were. It's a different scenario now with the new scoring system. With the old scoring system where you could only score a point when you were serving, there was always a belief that you could catch back up, whereas now if you get too far down in a game, it's virtually impossible.
It's impossible. We've seen it. What have since when was the new scoring system?
February 2006.
Yeah, so that's 5 years now, and I think I've seen one comeback. Yeah. And that was actually Lee Chong-wei against Lin Dan in the Malaysian Open, where he was 20-12 down or something like that.
20-12 down. Yep, I remember it.
And that's about one of the only ones I've seen.
We did have an incredible match yesterday with Nguyen, didn't we? Who was 5 match points down. He was 15-20. Came back to win it.
7-10.
And that, of course, was against Kashyap Parupalli of India. Well, this is good. I mean, he's closed the gap to just 3 points. And perhaps now the belief that he can actually win this.
Yeah, obviously it's coming back. It all just depends whether he's, as I say, should he not win this second set, as he didn't spend too much energy on it.
11-7.
Well, 4 points adrift at the mid-game interval.
It's possible. It's still definitely impossible. Definitely possible.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But at one stage, was he 9-3 down or something like that?
9-2.
9-2.
With 120 seconds. With 120 seconds. Please. Please.
Did you hear enough of that? No.
No, not really. I'm sure they're discussing the same things, but in all fairness to Peter also, I would say, I said it yesterday as well, I think there's a slight drift along the court as well, and Peter is playing with the drift at the moment, and it makes it more difficult to control the range of his shots.
That's a great smash, nothing you can do about that. Simon Santoso thundering that down.
That's a good net play.
Yeah. Now, at what stage, what sort of deficit do you say enough is enough? There's a 6-point deficit now between the two players.
Yeah.
This isn't big enough, to be honest, is it?
Yeah.
6 points can go very quickly. .155 miles per hour, that smash. Smash too.
14-7.
Wonderful. His racket skills,
15-7.
overhead, the variety of shots. Look at that. That's magnificent.
And he's done it on a few occasions.
Yeah.
It's very accurate.
8 points difference between the two players.
Yeah, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go?
Let it go. But sometimes I think, as you say, it's so difficult to do it for the player because you instantly...
8-15.
That's why you're a good player, because
you want to win. But that's where I want to say the coach make the decision here. Say, okay, let it go. And take the pressure off the player. And say, okay, let it go here. You know, I'll take responsibility for this.
Just wide.
9-15.
That's good. Really well played.
10-15.
That was a tired-looking shot to me.
Service server, 16-10.
Well, if he was going to fight his way back, that was such an important point. Needed to keep his run going.
That's good play. Really good play of Peter, using the full court. Simon was really stretched on a few occasions to get to the shot.
Now, I was slightly concerned about Simon Santoso there. I thought that he may have injured himself. Was it an ankle or was it his back again?
When he was getting, not on that one, but it was one previous to that one in the rally.
Yeah, now this, I don't like the look of that at all. He looked very awkward to me in that rally. And the umpire is calling for the team doctor, or the tournament doctor, I should say. Maybe. Wow. The referee is coming on to court.
But it was not that last instance. It was...
Yes, I think the one of the tournament doctors is coming rushing on. Mr. Yamada, the deputy referee. There's an ankle. There must be ankle short. Now just explain for us the rules on injury timeouts. Morten, is there a certain time? Are you allowed to get treatment, or is it that the doctor can only assess?
You can have treatment, but it's always the umpire and the referee that makes the decision. But there's no time limit to it.
Well, he's getting treatment for a blood injury, and given the rules of international sport nowadays, that's something that automatically happens. He's just grazed his hand as he tried to retrieve one of those shuttles. But I don't think this is actually the problem. I think that he hurt his back or his ankle. And of course,
but it puts a completely different perspective to this match now.
Yeah. So now, Gade has to go for it.
And he had a good rest.
Yeah. Well, it would be tragic if Simon Santoso has picked up a a nasty injury or aggravated that bad back that he's had in the past. Poor man spent so long sidelined with injury problems. He's not moving well at all, is he?
That was going out.
That certainly has.
I think that's pretty strong of Simon, what he's doing here. The first rally, he's playing after injury time and all that, and he plays with a lot of patience, and he had one or two smashes, but you know, patience, and he wins it. It's a very important sign to send to, signal to send to your opponent.
Well, the one thing Gade needs to do is move his opponent, make him play the shuttle. Unforced error like that. Quite frankly, I know this sounds very harsh, but if your opponent is injured, the one thing you do is move them, make them work.
Make them work.
That's the cruelty of sport.
That's good.
Yeah, he really didn't move to that, did he?
Nope.
And was going to play the round the head shot, but decided against it.
Backhand there.
Plays the backhand instead.
But he had 2 good points from 16 to 18.
Yeah. Backhand again. Didn't look right coming forward there, did he?
No.
Oh, the luck of the net cord.
Yeah.
Immediately apologies.
Nothing you can do about that. Yes, it will be interesting to see if there's a third set.
That's good. Well, it's looking as if
20 game point.
second set is going to go the Indonesians' way. How fit he'll be for the third remains to be seen, because he now has 8 game points to level this at 1 game apiece. Not able to really get behind the shuttle deep in that backhand corner, is he? And lunging forward as well seems to be a problem.
He's definitely conserving himself.
That was better. Yeah. Still haven't quite worked out whether it's a back problem or whether it's an ankle injury.
No.
He certainly is not able to push off, change direction. Yeah, a little grimace there. Obviously in pain. Big high serve. Yep, this time it is 1 game all.
Second game won by Simon Santoso, 21-14. 1 game all.
Lovely way to finish the game. 15 15 minutes. Well, it was in the first round last year that he picked up his back injury. Didn't even get onto court for his second round encounter against Suen Yi. Taipei.
Bagus means good. Bahasa Malaysia, Bahasa Indonesia.
Og han må gerne få lov at slå på dig for de der positioner, hvor han hænger en lille smule, fordi det giver ham nogle frygtelige løveture fremad. Og han slår ikke noget ned der. Vel? Så det gør ikke noget, at det er ham, der er åbnet med flasken. Og så synes jeg, når du, hvis ikke du kan blive på forhånden der, hvor han lægger op og lokker, så kører den mod kroppen. Ikke? Så slår vi lidt ind i hoften på ham, så ser han hjemme med det. Men endelig bare køre dem over. Og så viser vi ham lige, hvem der bestemmer, og hvem det er, der har benene. Ikke? Han vil igen prøve at trykke meget ned mod din baghånd hernede, så måske stadigvæk serven at holde dem lidt inden i livsiden. Og det højre er fint at bruge. Der er også en slipper.
So what can we expect?
Yeah, I really agree with Lars, but the problem is Peter able and will he do it? Because he said, you know, you don't have to attack the whole time. Let Simon come to you because you are playing a really good defensive game today, and make him run. And then we have to show him who is the strongest.
Final game. Level. Play.
Wide.
77. 1 love.
It's been a positive start by the game, Peter Gade. Yes.
3 love.
Across the body. Clever smash. Nice too.
77. 1 3. Yeah, more opposite left.
Every time these players touch the ground with hands or knees, and leave perspiration on the court surface, and the court can become a little bit slippery.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Very. Yes, very good start by Peter.
Oh, well reached. It's gone wrong. Well, that was a pity from Simon Santoso's perspective. There was a big, big gap at the back of the court, but he hit it just long. That's good defence. Super rally.
Simon.
Well, this match in progress, 56 minutes now. Yeah, I think it's the ankle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Left ankle. Well, it's not the longest match of the tournament. That's currently happening on court number 3. They've been on court for an hour and 32 minutes of women's doubles. Still not finished yet. More Japanese encounter at women's doubles.
Yeah, that's a bit of an irony. People talking about that. Obviously, it's a bit of a joke that the scoring system changed due to ladies' doubles, because they were going on for such a long time, and now they're playing an hour and 30 minutes under the new scoring system.
There you are. Blame everything on the women.
No, if people could see me, they could see my smile.
3-6.
But I think if it's the ankle of Simon that's bothering him, I think, you know, it's not so bad. You know, that's not a major crisis, and he's got to make a decision whether he really wants to push in this match and really try to win it. It's not an injury that's going to, you know, take forever anyway.
No, and of course you can fairly easily strap an ankle, and it's obviously not so bad that he can't walk. So, you know, assuming he was to get through this, then the ankle can be strapped up. If it's a back injury,
yeah,
you know, you simply can't play.
Something totally different.
Really looking to pounce on anything short, isn't he?
He is.
In this, Peter. Oh, that was well done from Simon Santoso.
That's well read.
Stands
his ground at the front of the court, goes for the kill. Well, the applause in Wembley Arena here is for the women's doubles, all Japanese affair that has just finished, an hour and 35 minutes. Oh, that's good. Yeah, as far as Danish fans are concerned, I have to say, makes me very nervous when they get involved in these flat fast exchanges. I think that style of play very much suits Simon Santoso.
That's good play. That's very good play.
10-5.
Just turn over the hour mark now, as far as this men's singles is concerned. Oh. So far in this match, everybody has done better from that far end.
Yeah.
Hitting against the wind.
Yeah.
Very well taken, an appeal from Peter Gade to the umpire. Thinking he may have
Peter's complaining there's no fault, and Simon is complaining that Peter's complaining.
Let's have a look at this.
That's
No.
perfectly okay.
That's very, very good play from Simon Santoso.
I wasn't even in doubt.
One or two errors creeping into the game of Peter Gade. That's perhaps a sign of the fatigue. Started this deciding game such a fast pace, and that's perhaps taken its toll. That's a good return. Luck of the net cord, and it means that he has a 3-point advantage as they change ends in this deciding game. Yeah, that's lovely.
But mind you, this one is coming over. It's just going out.
Godt spillet her. Han begynder at afgive med lidt mere luft nu, så han får tid til at komme i diffen, og der er det vigtigt, at du ikke bliver lokket til at angribe for meget på dem.
Ja, jeg prøver også, men det er fandme svært.
Ja, det ved jeg godt, men når det så er, så skal vi ind på kroppen igen. Det virkede rigtig godt, ikke? Og så endelig slå en clear i de der situationer. Op og bruge, og så slå en hold med clear. Det vil gøre rigtig ondt på ham. Meget gerne langt serven.
Any words of wisdom that we should know about Morten?
Yeah, you see, I think that Lars is right again, that Simon is sort of playing a little bit defensive. He's sort of tempting Peter to attack him. And Lars is saying, don't fall for it. You know, play with him. And Peter said, you know what, that's really difficult not to.
Yeah. In previous matches, you've taught Morten the change of ends in a deciding game. The next 4 points are so important.
Yes.
You need to win at least 3 of those next 4.
It's a good way of looking at it, because it sort of makes it much more, you know, it's right in your face. You know what you have to do.
Yeah. Left it wide. Well,
that's a good start for Peter. Very good start,
yeah.
those 2 points.
13-8.
God. Well played.
God spiller.
Yeah, God spiller. Well played.
I'll just do a quick translation there.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. That was well played by Peter. Yeah, I'm trying to stay neutral.
Well, it was remarkable because his defensive shot
Yeah,
on
that was
his
good.
forehand
Yeah.
side where he slid across the court.
Chancen gå. Ikke? Han sidder helt nede på røven. Ja, så på kroppen, når vi gør det, men den første kører vi bare forbi. Kom så, Gade.
Don't attack the first. Don't attack the first. Play the clear.
Oh, it's just wide.
Service 9-14.
The 3-1 for Peter.
Yep.
It's giving him a very good chance. It's going out, yeah.
10-14.
Very, very good from Peter Gade. The movement back in court there, great effort to get behind the shuttle so he could thunder down that smash. Well, that's mental toughness as much as anything. Make yourself work hard. Even better smash.
That's a good. That was a good smash.
11-15.
That must have been quick. At least 280, 270, 280.
Statistician just telling me that was 260. I think it was angle and placement that was.
That did it.
Yeah. Oh, he guessed.
Yeah, he guessed. He really guessed. He had to choose side. Guess correctly.
Good rally. Important rally.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, it had to be a winner because Peter Gade, having played that final shot, was way off court.
He was on court number 2.
Thank you.
A 5-point advantage. Another 5 points required as far as Peter Gade is concerned.
16-11.
Well, didn't listen to the coaches on that one. He attacked the first one, but it paid off. Oh, it's a good smash too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Set up 12-17.
Typical Indonesian. His overhead shots look exactly the same. You just cannot tell what's coming. Whether it's the smash, whether it's cross court, whether it's a drop shot. Straight across. Very deceptive plan. Just put enough angle on it.
Ham og møde den, når du kan se, at han ikke svinger igennem dernede. Ikke?
Set up 18-12. Take it.
Yeah, the body went, but the feet didn't. Simon Santoso. He's missed it. Oh my goodness. Simon Santoso had Peter Gade at 6s and 7s. He was out of position. And what a pity from the Indonesians' perspective. He only had to get it somewhere near that backhand corner. It would have been a winner. So now Gade just 2 points away from victory.
Steady shoulder. 13-19.
That's it.
Nicely done. Encroaching in further and further to the nets until he put the winner away. And now 7 match points for Peter Gade. That's brilliant. What a shot. When you're match point down, Simon Santoso finding the line. Remarkable.
Once again. That shot has been really good for him.
Finds the line this time, and the 34-year-old Dane Peter Gade continues on in his 11th World Championships. 4 times previously a medalist, and after a real battle here,
21 by Peter Gade. 21-18, 40-21, 21-14.
score confirmed by the umpire. An hour and 14 minutes for his 21-18, 14-21, 21-14 victory over the number 13 seed, Simon Santoso. What a performance by the Dane. Well, he said this will be his last World Championships. He'll retire after the Olympics next year. Still an incredible athlete. And still winning in the world of badminton. So he's safely through to the quarter-final. And he will have to play against either Boonsak Ponsana of Thailand, the number 10 seed, or Tien Minh Nguyen of Vietnam, the number 7 seed. But once again, Peter Gade is through to the quarter-finals.